Have you ever wondered how can a group at the peak of its popularity suddenly choose silence, leave the big stage, and barely give a satisfactory explanation? Why did BTS, a phenomenal boy band that not only led the K-pop industry but also became a global symbol of music, love, and diversity, suddenly disappear from the spotlight? Is this a smart strategy? Or is there something bigger they're hiding? BTS's loss of presence in the entertainment world is a phenomenon that not only shocked its fans, ARMY, but also sparked speculation in various circles, from music observers to cultural analysts. Behind the silence of their activities, hidden a series of secrets, internal conflicts, and major decisions that may change the direction of their journey forever. This article will reveal all of that, guide you to understand what really happened, as well as spark deep questions about the future of one of the world's biggest music groups. It all started in the middle of last year, when BTS announced that they would be taking a break for a while. In an emotional video released through their official channel, the members talk about the need to explore new things, focus on individual careers, and recharge energy. However, for many fans, these words sounded like a veiled farewell announcement. Suga, one of the group's rappers, said in the video, "We had to rediscover ourselves." This statement immediately caused a wave of speculation. Is BTS feeling pressured by its growing popularity? Or is there an internal conflict that has been kept secret? Even more surprising, after the announcement, BTS completely curtailed their group's activities. There were no tours, no new group albums, and almost no direct interaction with ARMY, except through individual social media platforms. This is an unprecedented decision in their history, full of hard work and relentless success. BTS's silence is the subject of conversation around the world. International media, industry observers to the ARMY began to make their own theories. One of the most discussed theories is that BTS is facing enormous pressure from the South Korean entertainment industry. Many believe that behind the scenes, there are inhuman demands on them. Tight schedules, unrealistic expectations, and pressure to stay on top. However, there are also more surprising theories. Some people suspect that BTS is experiencing serious internal conflicts. Although the relationship between the members always looks harmonious in front of the public, no one knows what is really happening behind the scenes. Did fame bring discord between them? Is the difference in vision about the future of the group the main cause of this silence? Furthermore, the issue of possible intervention from outside parties is also raised. Some argue that the South Korean government, which has used BTS as a global cultural symbol, had a hand in this decision. Are they forced to take a break in the national interest? Or is this part of a strategy to create rarities, so that their popularity will soar even more? It's no secret that the life of a K-pop idol is not easy. Although BTS always shows a cheerful and energetic face, their journey is full of painstaking hard work, relentless criticism, and pressure to continue to satisfy millions of fans around the world. In a past interview, RM once said, "We are like walking on a tightrope. One wrong step and everything can collapse." BTS's silence may be a sign that they are finally reaching a saturation point. In an industry that constantly demands more, rest is not an easy option, but sometimes it becomes the only way to survive. However, not all members seem to be on the same page. Some observers note that the individual activities of the members point in different directions. J-Hope, for example, continues to work with his solo music, while Jeon seems to be more focused on non-musical activities. Is this a sign that they are starting to chase each other's dreams? If we look back at BTS's last works, there are many clues that may point in the direction of this silence. Their album *Proof* is considered by many fans to be a kind of love letter to their past, as well as a temporary farewell to ARMY. Songs like Yet to Come and For Youth are full of lyrics that imply nostalgia, hope, but also doubt. Have BTS actually told the world about their plans, but were too busy enjoying their music not to notice? To this day, BTS's silence remains a mystery. Some members sporadically provide clues through interviews or social media posts, but none provide a clear picture. Meanwhile, ARMY continues to wait expectantly, supporting the members on their individual journeys, but also looking forward to BTS's return as a group. The big question that arises is, will BTS return as before? Or will they take a completely different direction? And more importantly, what does all this mean for the global music and culture industry? In their silence, BTS actually created a bigger wave. They force us to reflect on the pressures of fame, the meaning of success, and how human beings remain human, even when they are on top of the world. However, one thing is certain: BTS's silence is not the end of their story. Rather, it may be the beginning of a new chapter that is bigger, bolder, and more world-shaking. So, are you ready to welcome what's to come? Or will this silence continue to haunt us, leaving more questions than answers? Only time will tell. Connect, however, in this seemingly long silence, an interesting fact emerges. BTS didn't really disappear completely. Some members slowly began to hint that this silence was more than a pause. RM, known as the group's leader and spokesperson, used social media several times to share deep thoughts about their lives, careers, and long-term goals. In one of her posts, she wrote, "Sometimes, silence is the most powerful form of communication." This statement invites many interpretations. Is BTS trying to convey a bigger message through their silence? Is this a form of protest against the industries that have shaped, but also bound them over the years? Or is this their way of showing the world that true success is measured not only by the spotlight, but also by authenticity and the courage to pause? Behind the scenes, rumors about a secret project began to spread. Some sources claim that BTS is preparing something big, involving collaborations with famous artists from different parts of the world. If these rumors are true, then their silence is not a sign of deterioration, but rather a strategic move to build momentum towards something monumental. One of the most discussed collaborations is with the legendary musician from the West, whose identity is deliberately kept secret. In addition, there is speculation that BTS is designing an album with a much more personal and introspective theme than their previous work. The album is said to reveal the deepest sides of each member, including their struggles with fame, mental health, and unfulfilled dreams. However, until now, all this remains a mystery. There was no official confirmation on the part of the agency or members of the group, which further fueled curiosity. For ARMY, BTS's silence became a severe test of loyalty. Many feel lost, not only because of their music, but also because of the personal interactions that have been the hallmark of BTS. However, as always, the ARMY remained loyal. They understand that this silence is part of BTS' journey, and that their love for the group will not waver even if they have to wait longer. On the other hand, worries are also inevitable. Many fans have questioned whether BTS still has the desire to continue working as a group. With the ever-growing success of individuals, will each member choose his or her own path? This question often arises on fan forums, giving rise to long discussions about the future of the group. However, the ARMY did not remain silent either. In recent months, they have organized various projects to show support for BTS. From placing advertisements in strategic places to raising funds for charity activities on behalf of BTS, ARMY continues to prove that their love for the group transcends time and distance. BTS's decision to temporarily step back from the entertainment world has had an impact not only on their fans, but also on the global music industry as a whole. As one of the biggest music groups in the world, BTS's presence has brought about a major change in the way the world sees K-pop and South Korean culture. Without BTS at the forefront, many are wondering, who will fill this void? Some other K-pop groups may try to take over, but none can really match the global influence BTS has. Furthermore, their silence has sparked discussions about the well-being of artists in the music industry. Many see this as an important moment to reevaluate how the entertainment industry system affects the mental and physical health of artists. BTS, with its decision to take a break, may have opened the door to bigger changes in the industry. Amid speculation and uncertainty, one thing remains clear: BTS has left a deep imprint in the hearts of millions of people. Their music, their message, and their journey as individuals and groups have inspired many to dream bigger, love themselves, and dare to move forward despite obstacles. BTS's silence, while confusing, is also a reminder that they are mere mortals with needs and limitations. Behind the spotlight and success, they also have a longing to find themselves, to pause and ask, what is the meaning of all this? And for those of us who wait patiently, perhaps this silence is also an opportunity to reflect on the messages they have conveyed through their music. In silence, sometimes we find answers that we never expected before. Will BTS return in the same way as before? Or will this silence be a turning point that takes them in a whole new direction? Can they remain a symbol of love and togetherness, even when they walk different paths? In the end, the secret behind BTS's silence may not be fully revealed. However, one thing is certain. The world is waiting with hope and curiosity to see what they will do next. So when they finally return, are you ready to welcome them once again? Or are you still wondering, what is really hidden behind their silence that so shook the world?